Hello, good Erev Yontif. Last week, we renewed the Eruv Chatzerot, in which we combined our spaces in order to make a place that was a shared space so that we could carry on Shabbat. That's one kind of Eruv, that's called Eruv Chatzerot, combining of our courtyards. Today we're going to do something similar, but with time. Yom Tov is different than Shabbat in that on Yom Tov you're allowed to cook, you're allowed to prepare food for the holiday, but only for that holiday. You're not allowed to prepare food for after the holiday, including for the second day of the holiday, because although they are sort of both Pesach, the reason we have 2 days is because there's a sort of a rabbinic uncertainty of which day might be the right one, and so therefore we have 2 days of Yom Tov, and it's prohibited to prepare on one for the other in any way that you're not allowed to do on that day itself, right? So I'm not allowed to cook for after Yom Tov. I'm not allowed to cook on the first day of Yom Tov for the second day of Yom Tov. And this time, the second day of Yom Tov is Shabbat, so I'm not even allowed to cook on Yom Tov for Shabbat. So how then am I going to prepare for Shabbat? How am I going to light my Shabbat candles? So for this, the rabbis instituted what's called the Eruv Tavshilin, the combining of the cookings. What we have here is several foods which have been prepared for Shabbat, and it's as if now we've already started cooking for Shabbat. So the cookings that we're going to be doing for the holiday and the first day, and the cooking for the second day are sort of intermingled, and that way we're combining them. That's the Eruv Tavshilin, the combining of the cookings. So what you do is you take some foods that are prepared for the second day of the holiday, and then in this case that's Shabbat. And you should use one thing that's baked and one thing that's cooked. And here we have, for example, some quinoa, which has been cooked, this is boiled. And here we have some Pesach cookies, they're baked. And we have some matzahs that were also baked. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take them, we're going to make our bracha, and then we sort of set them aside, and we should eat them on Shabbat. So that way it's as if we've already started cooking. Now, I'll do that, and one of the things that we say about the Eruv Tavshilin is you should have not only you and your whole household in mind, but certainly as a rabbi in the community, as a leader in the community, it's important to also sort of say that this counts for other people. So although I'm doing this, and I will say that this is enough for myself and my household, but also for the entire community, nevertheless, it's still very much recommended that you should make an Eruv Tavshilin for your own household. So here's what we do. We take all these foods, and if you look in your Siddur, if you have the same Siddur that we're used to using in Shul, it's on page 654 and 655. And so first we say the bracha of the Eruv. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mitzvat Eruv. And then we'll say it, it's written in Aramaic so that everyone should understand it, but today not so many people understand Aramaic, so I'll say it in English. Through this Eruv may we be permitted to bake, to cook, to insulate, to kindle flame, to prepare and do anything necessary on the festival for the sake of Shabbat, for ourselves and for all the Jews who live in the city. And now we take these and we set it aside, and on Shabbat we should be careful to make sure that we eat these foods. I wish you all a happy Yom Tov, a happy Shabbat, and a combining of the time of Shabbat and Yom Tov together. Chag Sameach.